Welcome, everybody. I'm going to go for about an hour. I'm streaming on both TikTok and YouTube at the same time. Let's see how this goes. Try to keep an eye on both chats on this lovely Halloween. Thank you on TikTok, Lawnmower, for the pumpkins. Appreciate you. Kris from Deltarune? Kris as Kris? Snazzy, you got it. Happy Halloween, folks. Gonna be watching some movies with some friends tonight on Discord as my celebratory Halloween thing to do. So, Lakey Juke on YouTube, how convenient. Was literally just about to watch Mob Psycho. Mob Psycho's a good show to watch on Halloween. Lots of spooky stuff in there, absolutely. So, wearing Dark Fountain Kris costume for Halloween right now. Nice. You got a much cooler costume than I do, JOT, over on TikTok. Yeah, this was a much more affordable costume for me to do. Was just doing regular Light World Kris. So, Gricko, happy early birthday tomorrow, November 1st. Excellent. R on TikTok was asking, how did Pokemon ZA go? I just played through all of the game with Toxic Soul 77 and Germ Gen about 2 weeks ago, and it was fantastic. Love that game. Love all the new characters. Jaden Haile Selassie on YouTube is asking, can you name the animators for the Balancing Act movie? The animation might possibly be done mainly by me, but I've got a whole list of some very talented storyboard artists that I'm going to be working with. Some of which I actually just met over the last week or so. Met some very talented folks at Lightbox Expo recently, so I'm going to be getting back to storyboarding that very soon. My hand is actually feeling better, and I'm able to draw again as needed. So, and I'm actually working on a funny new Reigen thing that'll be coming out. So, Drake Belmont on YouTube asked, "What's my favorite ZA Mega?" Ooh, you know what? I don't think I've decided which one is my favorite yet. But if you do check out Toxic Cell 77's archive of the stream that we did together on her Twitch, a lot of the megas that she collected for her playthrough were among my favorites for sure. So, happy Halloween, everyone who's saying happy Halloween and over on TikTok as well, and happy Halloween to everybody on YouTube as well. Love my t-shirt, says Salami on TikTok. Thank you very much. It's more of an actual long sleeve shirt, but you know. Zoo Kylie on TikTok. Did I know it's Deltarune's birthday? That's right. Yeah, Chapter 1 came out on Halloween of, what was that, 2018, I think it was? Feels like a lifetime ago now, doesn't it? Hello, Reverse Flash. Tape recorder. Heard about the injury. Sorry to hear about all. I've been a big fan since 2014. Hope I'm recovering smoothly. Thank you, Tape recorder, over on YouTube. Appreciate you. I am feeling better. My hand has been recovering well. I'm taking it as easy as I can, but I have been able to get back to drawing. I've done a couple little short animations, and I'm actually just working on a new Reigen little funny thing that's gonna be coming out pretty soon. Might even be done by tomorrow. We'll see. So, but thank you very much. Thank you to everybody who's been wishing me well throughout a rough time with my tendonitis sparking up and everything. I sincerely appreciate that. So, hi Nerdcat over on YouTube. Statics on TikTok asks, what does everybody do for Halloween? Oh, that's a good question. Yeah. What is everybody doing for Halloween? I'm going to be watching some movies. I might be watching Nope, which is the newest of the what's it called? The Jordan Peele horror movies that I haven't seen yet. So, do I shave? I try to. You can probably still see a little bit of my my shadow down there. So Crashy Caddy over on YouTube asked, what is my favorite Addams Family character? Well, right now I kind of look a little bit like Cousin Ed. Gosh. You know, I do love, oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the husband's name, but Morticia and, oh my god, why am I blanking on, help me out, guys. Nerdcat, I challenge you to open a dark fountain. I don't think so. That probably wouldn't end well. I don't think. Oh, Gomez. Yes, thank you, N-Taurus Art over on TikTok. Appreciate you. Yeah, I love their dynamic. They're so cute. Absolutely. Great pair of characters. I actually went to see the first of the CG Addams Family movies a few years ago with my family when I was visiting Florida. I went to go see that, and it was a lot of fun, so... Ooh, Kippers, thank you for the $5 super chat over on YouTube. Going in the neighborhood with my friends in Curb Flush and wanted to say happy Halloween. Thank you very much, Kip. Appreciate that. Anybody who's got a Curb or Fur plushie from our little makeshift campaign from a whole year ago now, thank you very much. I might be speaking to somebody from Gimme Swag next week, so we'll see about maybe some new Tome merchandise in the near future. We'll see. Jeremy Slapnut over on YouTube just started a new playthrough of Y2K. Excellent. I am not yicking out this Halloween. Although, actually, I did have, before I changed into my costume, I was actually wearing my Y2K t-shirt, funnily enough, so. Parker over on TikTok went to school as Reigen for Halloween. Excellent. Nice, nice. Did people recognize your costume? Or did you get a lot of, like, oh, nice suit? The tape recorder, if I could officially voice a Deltarune character, like which one do I think I would do? You know what, that's a tough question. I've thought about that, like if there was ever like a Deltarune animated series. I feel like probably Birdly. Probably. Oh, Noelle, and my queen. Not just because of the animation that I did, but just in general, he probably is like the most natural for me, so. Tenku Ebikobola over on TikTok. Gideon Graves, you know, it's funny. I thought about dressing up as Gideon for Halloween this year and literally getting the thicker glasses when I had to upgrade my prescription for my glasses. I thought about getting the thicker Gideon Graves glasses because people say I look like Jason Schwartzman so much. But maybe at some point, maybe I'll do Birdly, or not Birdly, Jesus Christ. Although, who knows, maybe I'll do Birdly as a Halloween costume someday, but maybe I'll do Gideon Graves as well, who knows. Black chess piece on TikTok says, bro, the fuck is Kris doing? R on TikTok asked, am I going trick-or-treating? No, but my snack of choice is I'm going to be having some delicious dark chocolate and raspberry Milano cookies when I watch some spooky movies with some buddies of mine later tonight. So, Chindago, where is the Reigen fit for Halloween? Asking on TikTok. I do have it just in my closet over there, but I decided to go with something else. Oh, thank you, Minto23, for the delicious little, though they look like shrimp tempura, but they're actually just a heart holding up a little finger holding up a heart like that. Yeah, I use the Reigen costume for so much other stuff, like my cameos and everything. I figured I'd go with something else. So, funny story, I went to Halloween Horror Nights just a couple days ago, and at Universal Studios I actually got a fair bit recognized. So, Freya on TikTok is asking, was that a Undertale costume? No, it's a Deltarune costume. I'm dressing up as Kris from Deltarune specifically. I'm not Kara. Sorry to disappoint y'all who think that. Thrag on TikTok. Halloween prank idea. Knock on someone's door, hide on the side, and when they leave, come open a fountain. Make their house into a cool video game level. So, hi Sanji's #1 Glazer on TikTok. How are you? Catslayer 9000 wishing you a spooky Halloween as well. Kris Delterman in real life? I know, I can't believe it. It's crazy. Aspen on TikTok just got back from trick-or-treating. I'm in the car. Excellent. Hope you got lots of your favorite candy. Thrag asked, how's Azrael doing? I don't know. He's away at college, I guess. Papyrus saying, it's crazy that Halloween is Deltarune's birthday. That's true. Yeah, and I guess technically, what would it be? This year would be the 7th anniversary of Deltarune, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So, Bluefire on TikTok saying, Kerbifer, more like Christopher. That's true. Aspen, how much candy did I get? I actually don't have any candy today. I have cookies as my little Halloween treat today, so. Jeremy Slapnut on YouTube. Thoughts on the Super Mario RPG Switch remaster? I think it's perfect. It's everything I could have asked for and more. And I actually did a full playthrough of it a couple years ago now when it first came out. And it's fantastic. Yeah, I love it so much. So. Thrag on TikTok asked, thoughts on Pokemon ZA? I really enjoyed it. I played through all of it with my friends Toxic Soul 77 and Germ Gen, who voiced Susie and Ralsei in all of my Deltarune animations and fan stuff. And yeah, we all enjoyed it together. Played for like 4 or 5 straight days on Twitch about a week or 2 ago, and it was fantastic. So. R on TikTok asked you, do you know what horror movies I'm going to be watching later tonight? I want to watch Nope, because it's the newest of the Jordan Peele Halloween movies or scary movies that I haven't seen yet. And I put forward maybe watching, what's it called? The Scooby-Doo special episode of Supernatural. And Toxic really wants me to see the first Terrifier movie. But I don't know if I could handle that because I'm very bad with gore. So the tape recorder on YouTube asked, is there anywhere I can find Tome background music officially? Looking for the song that plays in the fight at the end of Awaken the Beast. Oh, tape recorder, yeah, you can get all of the music for the Tome animated series and the video game. I'll post a link in the YouTube chat right here on tomeseries.bandcamp.com. Right here, absolutely. And Micah on YouTube asked as well, is this the Salt Punch guy? No, I'm probably wrong. I just got back into Mob Psycho. Yes, I do in fact voice Reigen in the English dub of Mob Psycho 100. That's me. So you are correct. The Salt Splash guy, or the Vanishing Salt Punch. So. R on TikTok asked, have I seen the Chainsaw Man movie? Yes, not only did I see and thoroughly enjoyed the Chainsaw Man movie, I also saw the Chainsaw Man 4D experience at Universal Studios. I went to, that was the very last thing I did before leaving the park on Halloween Horror Nights a couple days ago, so. IDK, asked on TikTok, why would you do that to to Noelle? I didn't do anything to Noelle. The Soul did all that stuff. So, and as Kris, I've never played the weird route before. I've only watched it. So, Unknown on YouTube said, "Loved your performance as Reigen. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Love the dub for Mob Psycho 100 very, very much." So. No, on TikTok, asked, could I please try and come next year to Fan Expo? If you want to see me there, recommend me as a guest. I would love to go. Absolutely. The tape recorder on YouTube said, "Oh, the Tome soundtrack would be perfect for D&D this Sunday." Excellent. I hope you pick up the OST. Yeah, everything, all the music from Tome is all on that page. So. Crashy Caddy on YouTube. Recently have fun playing with Devin Mack, voice of Raccoon in Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Nice guy he is. Yes, he is. Absolutely. Much love to Devin Mack. Also voice of Sonic Prime, of course, as well. So, Annie on TikTok. Oh my god, you're Mob for right now for Halloween. Hey, excellent. Well, sorry I'm not dressed up as Reigen right now, but I wanted to do something different. And quite fitting, because, yeah, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, if my math is correct, this is the 7th anniversary of Deltarune today, so... Llama Dude 1210, have to play someone in Don. I'd love to play somebody in Don someday, hopefully. Micah on YouTube says Reigen and Saul Goodman solo every versus. I'd actually love to do it. I might even record some of this stuff for it tomorrow. You guys maybe have seen the videos I've done where I do Jim Carrey quotes as Reigen, because Jim Carrey was a big influence on my acting and my performance as Reigen for the dub. And I might do a Reigen does, what's it called, Saul Goodman quotes at some point as well, because that might be a fun thing to do, so... No, Drake Belmont, I've not voiced anybody in Sakamoto days. I'd love to at some point. I know the first season was directed by Kyle McCarley, who's the voice of Mob from Mob Psycho. He directed the dub for the first season, which is pretty cool, so... The Great Shower Man on TikTok asked, is this the real Kris Dreamer? No, I'm just dressed up as him. Or as them, excuse me. Dressed up as them. TSM, my stuff on TikTok is the only reason that you watched Mob Psycho 100. Well, I'm glad I managed to get you to check the show out, so I love it very much. Nerdcat, do I have any plans to do anything during stream or just talking to the chat over on YouTube? Just doing a little Q&A, just hanging out and vibing for about an hour or so this Halloween. So just taking questions both from the YouTube chat and from the TikTok chat at the same time. So a few people have been asking me about Chainsaw Man on the TikTok stream. I have seen the whole first season. I just saw the movie recently, and I saw the 4D experience at Universal as well. Thrag on TikTok asked, would I voice anyone in JJK? I'd love to voice anybody on JJK. I don't know who the future characters are, but I'd be down. Thank you, Mirror Person on TikTok, for the 6 roses. Appreciate you. So, Crashy Caddy on YouTube. I have not seen Ruby Gloom before. I know it was primarily a Canadian series. I'm assuming it aired on TV over in the US at some point, but no, I didn't grow up with it. But I actually have a lot of friends that were like way into that series, and I love Ruby's character design. She's very cute, so. Stoner Stan, hey, what's my costume? I'm wearing it right now. I'm dressed up as Kris, streamer from Deltarune. Fiath, am I Labubu coded over on TikTok? No, I'm Labobo coded. because I voiced the character Labobo in the video game Off the Grid, which just came out in the last month or so. Dr. Eggman on TikTok. I'm not Kara, actually. I'm dressed up as Kris from Deltarune. Very distinct difference. So, Veros on TikTok. What's my favorite character to voice act? Well, Reigen has obviously got to be up there. He's #1 for me, absolutely. Mirror Person on TikTok. Yes, my cameos are open right now. You can order a cameo personalized video of me on cameo.com/Kerbifer. And dress up in the Reigen suit and do the voice and everything, and it's a lot of fun. So. Nerdcat on YouTube. Man, this stream is taking a weird route. I do have a little soul, a little heart over on my desk over there. I really should get that, so. Amazing vids and more. Got an idea for a Halloween stream over here on YouTube. What if you could do Undertale on true pacifist modes with all the monsters spared with voice dubs, much like we did Deltarune? So I actually would love to do a full live dub of Undertale at some point. I was planning on doing that this year, but I didn't want to interfere with the Fangamer official stream they were doing with Toby and everything. But I'd love to gather together a bunch of voice actors and do a charity stream where we all voice over all the characters on for Undertale at some point. That would be a lot of fun to do that. So maybe next year when we get closer to Undertale's 11th anniversary, maybe we'll do that. So. Casey on TikTok asked, how's my hand doing? It's doing much better. Thank you so much. Just went to the gym this morning. Been slowly, giving it some physical therapy. I've been able to draw again, so I've been recovered, thankfully. Doing a lot better. Surprise Vegeta over on YouTube. All I hear is Reigen talking. I know, he's so close to my natural voice that can't help but do that. The Tape Recorder on YouTube. Thank you so much for your $5 super chat, and thanks for answering questions while doing essays. Gotta stop procrastinating now. Have a good night. Thank you. Absolutely. Good luck with your essays, and happy Halloween to you. Absolutely. R on TikTok. Kris is a gym bro. Confirmed. I don't go nearly as hard. I actually saw, speaking of Jujutsu Kaisen earlier, I saw KG Tang this morning at the gym, and he was just sweating his everything off, working super hard to get those gains this morning, so. Everybody likes the Kara shirt over on TikTok. Thank you very much. Yes, it is a Kris costume. It's funny, at Universal I got quite a few people recognizing me. Not for who I was, but just wearing the costume and everything. But there were a few people that thought specifically that they thought that I might have been Kara. But I always corrected no, I'm specifically Kris from Deltarune, so. Grilled cheese on TikTok. And you got a Dark Fountain to seal, bro? That's not till next year when Chapter 5 comes out. I'm just enjoying myself for the time being. Aries on TikTok, thank you for the happy Halloween. In a game of Marvel Rivals right now, can't stay, no worries. Thanks for popping by, appreciate you. Amazing vids and more on YouTube. I've actually never seen Undertale the musical. But I do have quite a few voice actor friends that were interested in taking part in a, in a charity live stream at some point. So yeah, maybe next year we'll do that, so. Surprise Vegeta on YouTube says, no matter what you do, I love you, Kris. Oh, thank you, Surprise Vegeta. It's always a pleasant surprise to see you, so. Katie NCE, love my work. Thank you very much over on TikTok, appreciate you. R on TikTok, no, I have not seen the Mob Psycho stage play, which was only in Japan, but I would love to check it out at some point, so. Pulled up a little lo-fi Deltarune mix just to have in the background for a little bit. OXF Abdel said on TikTok, "What's your favorite line in all of Mob Psycho?" Well, I do really enjoy "He's a big boy" because I improv that and I made it into the show. And a classic one is "I'm the greatest psychic in modern history, Reigen Arataka. Feel free to Google me." So, Mizu on TikTok, grew up with my work on YouTube. Brawl Taunts for the win. Thank you. Oh, you're an old school fan if you remember Brawl Taunts. It's going way back. Dongly Nog on TikTok. My hair is so interesting. I'm very proud of my hair. This is actually the first time that I've actually dyed my hair. I re-dyed it my natural color because I have the same brown as Chris's hair color, but everybody in YouTube and TikTok chat, what's your Halloween candy of choice this year? Drop your favorite Halloween candy that hopefully you'll be eating tonight in celebration. S4W027, I am dressed as Kris from Deltarune. Ghetto on TikTok likes Haribo Straws. Okay. I've never seen Haribo gummy straws before. That's a new one. Amazing vids and more on YouTube. Have you ever heard of a game called Poppy Playtime? I do know of Poppy's Playtime, but I've not played it myself before. I've actually not played a whole lot of horror games firsthand, to be honest. But I know I should play a lot more of them. I know that a lot of people have requested that I play more horror games. If I had VR, I would love to play the very first Five Nights at Freddy's game in VR. That would be so crazy. GT Lizzie on TikTok asked, "Is Kris? Am I Kris or Kara?" I'm Kris from Deltarune specifically, so. Happy Halloween, K1T MP3 over on TikTok. Thank you very much. R on TikTok asked, would I voice someone in K-pop Demon Hunters? Well, the cast is primarily Korean, and I am not Korean, so probably not. But they have a great cast of voice actors in K-pop Demon Hunters, so. Lixie on TikTok asked, Reigen, have you lost it? No, I'm just taking today off to be Kris from Deltarune, just for fun, because it's Halloween, so. Suni on TikTok asked, what do I personally think of Toriel and Deltarune? I don't think she's a bad mom. I think she's just a normal person, and she's doing her best, so. Muo on TikTok, you're going to cosplay Reigen at your next con at the beginning of December. Excellent. Very, very nice. Love to see all these fantastic Reigen costumes across the internet. They're so cool. Surprise Vegeta on YouTube. Got into my stuff and learned who I were only this past month and already love my stuff. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Yeah, if any of you guys are new, I do shorts like almost every day. I've been doing YouTube and TikTok and Instagram shorts almost daily for about half a year now, and it's been a lot of fun to do, so. Jeremiah on TikTok asked, do I like the ending of Mob Psycho? Yes, I think that the ending was very fitting. And I think that the show ended on a high note, absolutely, so. Beebs P on TikTok asked, am I the real Kris? No, I'm just dressed up as them. Oh, thank you, Lixie on TikTok for the lovely little hearts, or the roses that you gave me. Appreciate that. Amazing vids and more on YouTube. If I ever got the time to play Poppy's Playtime live stream with my friends on the 4 chapters, would I collect all the stuff in it? Probably not. I'm not much of an achievement hunter. There's very, very few games I've ever 100%ed, so... Spice57 on TikTok. The Mario RPG guy, that's me. Second, let me plug my phone in since I'm almost out of battery over here with the TikTok live. One moment. There we go. Maddie on TikTok, you think I'm cute? Oh, you're just saying that, so. Kai on TikTok, you're in your Reigen costume? Excellent, excellent. Hello, Laura Ann Merez over on TikTok. How are you? Drake Belmont on YouTube. I love the Boys 12 short. That was a lot of fun. That was the very first thing that I drew and animated when my hand was healed up enough for me to be able to do that and everything. So, Rainbow Nana on YouTube says, "Hey, Kris, hope you're having a good Halloween." I am. Hope you are too. Thank you very much for asking. What's your favorite Spectre/Ghost in Mob Psycho 100? I am partial to, I think it's Candy-chan, which was the big, like, multi-headed kind of Hydra, big freakish thing from towards the end of the first season. Because funnily enough, I mentioned KG Tang earlier. He and I both voice Candy-chan together. He voices the body, like the big gross mouth, and I voice all the different little Hydra heads and stuff, so... Muo on TikTok is going to be cosplaying to a Halloween convention dressed as Ralze. Very nice. Crowley809 on TikTok. Regan Arataka, is that you? No, I'm obviously Kris from Deltarune, of course. Yagoshi300 on YouTube. Look, it's Kris Niosi from the hit series Mr. Antenna's TV Tome Adventures. Very cute. R on TikTok asked, when did I originally start streaming on TikTok? I would say like kind of earlier this year. I just kind of went live for the first time, and a fair number of people showed up, and I was shocked to see how many people were there, so it was a lot of fun. Crowley809 on TikTok asked, what's my favorite anime? One of my old school favorites that I'm rewatching some episodes of is Yu Yu Hakusho. That was actually the show that got me into wanting to become a voiceover actor, so. Lixie on TikTok asked, what's my favorite food? Well, usually pizza, but if we're talking candy and sweets, especially for Halloween today, I love dark chocolate. I'm a dark chocolate fiend. TSM on TikTok asked, what's the first anime I ever watched? Technically, the very first anime that I ever saw was a show called The Little Bits. It was on Nick Jr. or maybe PBS Kids when I was like 4 or maybe 3 or 4 or something like that. So I was very young and watched that show. Surprise Vegeta on YouTube. Oh, it's the manga artist from Dr. Stone. Yes, Tetsuya. Hopefully he'll have a few more lines before Dr. Stone is finished. Silver Experience on TikTok. Super Mario RPG. It is the only one just for me. Citrine Queen on TikTok asked, am I watching Scary Godmother this year? You know what? I think I've only ever seen the Scary Godmother specials once, many years ago when they played on probably Cartoon Network at the time. But Cool Guy 123 if I could have any Pokemon as a pet, which one would I have? Asking on TikTok. Ooh, that's a tough one. Man, maybe an Eevee? Perhaps an Eevee or a Sprigatito. Ember Edits 2.0 on TikTok asked, what's your favorite video game? One of my favorites of all time, probably no surprise to people, is Super Mario RPG Legend of the Seven Stars. So TSM on TikTok asked, which one of Reigen's special moves is my favorite? I would say probably the anti-Esper dropkick or the Aroma Runaway Express. So those are my faves. Silver Experience on TikTok. Low-key kind of crazy that most of the voice actors in Brawl Taunts would later work on anime and video games. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. A huge chunk of us. KG Tang, Casey Mongelo, Kira Buckland, Marin Miller, myself, obviously. Gosh, yeah, a whole bunch. Too many to name, honestly. Hans von Harken as well. Teru Kisser on TikTok. Nice name. You're in a Reigen cosplay for Halloween right now? Excellent. Very, very cool. Oh, yeah, Jeffersoni on TikTok. Yeah, Josh Tomar as well. Absolutely. Ember Edits 2.0 on TikTok. Favorite movie? One of my all-time favorites is Zootopia, and I'm very excited about Zootopia 2 coming out in just this next month, as a matter of fact. So, Tradgore on TikTok. Oh, sorry, on YouTube rather. Happy Spooky Day, Chris. Hope you have a good one. You too, Trad. Thanks for stopping by. Camden on TikTok. Saw someone today that looked just like me, and you're very scared. Yes, I'm in multiple places at once. That was me sneaking up behind you. Silver Experience on TikTok. Would I ever come back on Oni Plays as a guest? Absolutely. I'd love to come back on Oni Plays. I've been meaning to hang out with Kris again for a while. He lives very close to me, but he's been very busy with a lot of stuff, so. Autumn over on TikTok. Happy Halloween to you too. Mich on TikTok. You're Ralsei for Halloween today? Hi, Ralsei. Crowley809 on TikTok. Who's my favorite Mob Psycho character other than Reigen? Well, I gotta go with my boy Mob. My strong son Mob, so, of course. Autumn on TikTok asked, do I like FNAF? Well, I mean, I don't know if you guys saw me wiggling earlier, my little short video I put out of me wiggling with Freddy himself at the Horror Nights maze. I have only really seen the first movie. I've not played any of the games myself, but I am actually really excited about the second movie. It looks great. I saw the trailer for it pretty recently. That geek guy on TikTok. Bro, I love the Super Mario RPG animations. Thank you very much. Have you seen the newest one that I put out earlier this year? The Escape the Forest music video with an original rap song by yours truly. Mel Ribbenclaw on YouTube. Hello. Drake Belmont on YouTube. No, I'm not hyped for Bubsy 4D, but good for the Bubsy fans. It does look cool. So. Ooh. Chow Lover 2099 on TikTok. Favorite horror movie? Of all the ones that I've seen, and I've not seen too many because I'm a little bit of a scaredy cat, but I really, really liked Us. I was thinking about Us for like a full week or two after I watched it, so. Cool, okay, we get some. Everybody in chat, both on YouTube and on TikTok, let me know your Halloween costumes. Gintoki is Levi from Attack on Titan. Autumn is dressed as Toy Bonnie from FNAF. Nice, nice, nice. Very cool. Hello, I love Reigen Arataka on TikTok. What's up? Bug is dressed up as Hornet from Silk Song. Cool, cool, cool. Happy birthday, Manny. Pinky on TikTok. Yes, I am the English voice of Reigen from Mob Psycho 100. Kokichi's dressed as Kokichi Oma from Danganronpa. Cool, cool. Alistair is Marceline from Adventure Time. Cool, cool, cool. Tony Macaroni on YouTube said, me and my bro are dressed as Mario and Luigi. Nice, nice. TM Hester Dragon 11 on YouTube. Do I enjoy voice acting and other things that I do? Yes. Any opportunity that I get to voice act for anything, I am over the moon. Is one of my favorite jobs. Absolutely. Manny on TikTok. Feel like you're a Deltarune fan. I feel like you might be onto something with that, so. Desu, do I think, here on TikTok, do I think that Serizawa X Reigen is a peak ship because it is? I'm totally cool with Seri Ray. I'm honestly fine with any ships that people want to have fun with. I think they're all great. My only limit is I'm not into, like, weird problematic ships. But Seri Ray is all good by me, absolutely, so. And happy Halloween to you too, TM Hester on YouTube. And hi, King Luigi64 over on YouTube as well. Ichikawa Hyuga, 51% over on TikTok. Rewatching Mob Psycho as we speak. Excellent. Halloween's a great time to rewatch Mob Psycho. Absolutely. Jeffersoni on TikTok. What if Reigen was in The Sopranos? I feel like he would find a way to survive that situation, so. Tony Macaroni on YouTube asked, any tips on how to roll R's? I wanted to get better at it. That was some great R rolling. You know what? I wish I could physically describe how to roll one's R's, but it just sort of comes naturally, to be honest. I don't quite know how to like actually replicate it like through a description for somebody, but I feel lucky that I can, because a lot of people I know can't do it, so. Reigen Arataka on TikTok just went out of Senku. Excellent. Get excited. Y'all been enjoying Dr. Stone? Gallium on YouTube. Reigen would definitely be able to BS his way into things and out of things in The Sopranos. Yeah, I think we could agree on that. Absolutely. Teppo on TikTok. How's my Halloween? You and your friends went as Yuji and Choso. Nice, nice. It's been okay so far. Pretty low-key. Went to the gym, worked out for a little bit. Did some Reigen drawings for a new video that I got planned that'll be coming out pretty soon, maybe even by tomorrow if I get it done in time. So, funnily enough, speaking of which, Crowley809 on TikTok asked, can you teach me how to do the Reigen voice speech patterns? Please, please. Funnily enough, a lot of my speech patterns for Reigen are very much based on Ace Ventura, Pet Detective. I'm very much emulating the stylings of Jim Carrey, which is why I've done some of those videos where I redraw Reigen's head on top of a screenshot of Jim Carrey from a movie. And I made that into a little bit of a funny video of like me doing Jim Carrey quotes as Reigen, which is a lot of fun, so. King Luigi64 on YouTube. Probably going to be playing Luigi's Mansion today. Excellent. Great time of the year to be playing that, so. Salchi Papa on TikTok. Am I Kris? No, I'm just dressed up as him for Halloween. Drake Belmont on YouTube. Yes, I am hyped for the Mega Man Star Force collection. I've actually only played, despite the fact that a lot of people know I'm a huge Mega Man Battle Network fan, but I am very, very excited for Mega Man Star Force because I only played the first game, and I'd love to play the second and third one as well, so. I love Reigen Arataka on TikTok. How was my Halloween? Not too bad so far. Haven't really gotten into the nitty-gritty of it just yet. I'm going to be watching some spooky Halloween movies with some friends very soon, so. Zara, Reigen and Kris crossover when? Yeah, Deltarune and Mob Psycho crossover when. I guess Toby will have to make another funny post about Reigen and Sans at some point. We'll see about that. Manny on TikTok, will I go trick-or-treating? Probably not. I don't think that somebody my age would be able to get away with knocking on people's door for candy. TSM on TikTok, how was it like voicing Reigen pretending to be a girl in season 1? That was a lot of fun. It was during Thanksgiving time, and my voice was kind of shot, so I couldn't quite do the falsetto, like, I'm a girl kind of voice. So instead, we did sort of this other kind of thing, where I came up with like, oh my god, we're on our way to class. And that ended up actually being a lot funnier, so I'm kind of glad that my voice couldn't do the falsetto thing at that time, so... Gallium on YouTube, I'm hyped for it, just need to get the Battle Network collection too. Yes, play through the Battle Network games before Star Force, absolutely, go for it. The guy holding Diesel over on TikTok, no, somebody brought up Dashi Games, I've not really heard of them. Toothless over on YouTube, happy Halloween to you too, my delicious dragon. I meant to say delightful, I did not mean to say delicious. Don't eat dragons. How to not eat your dragons. Jeffersonia on TikTok, will you ever hear me as Garma Zabi again? I don't know. I think that it would have to be if they were to bring back something within specifically the Mobile Suit Gundam Origins universe, because that's specifically the series that I play him in, so... Gallium on YouTube, I wish Cap could at least do something with Legends and Tron Bonne. You know, I will mention any Mega Man fans in chat, both in TikTok and on YouTube, if you don't know, there is a one-shot Mega Man Legends comic book coming out later in November. Go pick it up. Anything you can do to let Capcom know that you want more Mega Man Legends stuff, do it. I love Reigen Arataka on TikTok. Your birthday's on the 18th of November. Nice. Well, if you might be interested in getting a personalized message, check out cameo.com/Kerbifer. We'd be happy to dress up in the Reigen suit and wish you a happy birthday on there, so... Phoebe on TikTok, does Reigen like FNAF? I don't know if Reigen, the character, would be even aware of FNAF. He might think it's a bunch of poppycock. But I have watched the first FNAF movie and I really enjoyed it, and I'm very excited to see the second one, so... Goodnight, Crowley809 over on TikTok. Somebody was asking earlier what my favorite horror movie is, and my answer was Us. People want to drop their favorite scary movies in chat, both on TikTok and on YouTube. Would love to know. So, I was a big scaredy cat growing up, and did not watch a lot of horror movies or thrillers growing up. So I'm kind of catching up in recent years. Jeffersonia on TikTok likes Jaws. Okay, good choice. Jaws is great. Is that considered a horror movie, or is that more like a thriller? Catslayer 9000 on TikTok. Your Spamton cosplay is done. Holy Kungadero! Do you feel good? Over on YouTube, TM Hester, Dragon 11's favorite horror movies are Scream and the Alien series. Nice, nice. Oh, Nerdy Norwegian on YouTube. Hey, greetings from Norway. Hello. Favorite movie for Halloween is the live-action Scooby-Doo, but I've also enjoyed the Saw franchise as a teen. Nice. Good choices as well. I've only seen Saw 2. That's the only Saw movie that I've seen, personally, so... but I do love the live-action, the 2 Scooby-Doo movies as well. Those are great, so... Drake Belmont over on YouTube. Feel like rewatching Chucky. Nice. You know, I didn't see any of the Child's Play movies, but I did watch the Chucky series, the TV series. Really enjoyed it. Really liked it, and I'm sad that it's seemingly canceled now, unfortunately. Dev Curb on TikTok asks, Kris, every time I see your hair, why does it increasingly look softer? Because I shampoo and condition every other day. I take good care of my locks. Nerdy Norwegian asked on YouTube, favorite Halloween episode of a show? Percy's Ghostly Trick was a fun one for me. The Thomas the Tank Engine, the very first Halloween special, is one that is near and dear to my heart. I have fond memories of a lot of the Nicktoon Halloween specials for Doug and for Hey Arnold, for Cat Dog, Rugrats, all those kind of shows. Odie on TikTok, you got your dad to watch Mob Psycho and he loves Reigen. Excellent. Spreading the good word, absolutely. Oh yeah, Jeffersonia pointed out some of the Cartoon Network specials are great. They had a Nettie Halloween episode, absolutely. Holy Krieg on TikTok, yes, I'm the voice of Reigen from Mob Psycho 100, the English dub, absolutely. And hello, Catter P Farts over on TikTok as well. TM Hester Dragon on YouTube talked about, same thing with the Ash versus the Evil Dead, yes. Absolutely, yeah. I haven't seen the series, but I watched all of the Evil Dead trilogy about a year ago for the first time and loved those. Absolutely. Aperture Solver 3076C on YouTube asked him on voice actor, what characters do I voice for? Well, some big ones that you might recognize me as. I voice Reigen Arataka from Mob Psycho 100, Shawapu from Hunter x Hunter, Colress from Pokemon Generations, Garmazabi from Mobile Suit Gundam The Origin, Pegasus from Sailor Moon, Therion from Octopath Traveler, Hiroshi Sato from Psyche K, Dezel from Tales of Zestiria, Ernesto and Neil and Perd and Nick Army from a whole bunch of characters on OKKO, Let's Be Heroes, and many, many more, so... Salt Pepper Nook on YouTube asked, been rewatching Tome 2011 of the TTA series. Kerberfer's come a long way as a character since his debut. Was he always intended as sort of a proxy / self-insert? Yeah, kind of. The characters in Tome were all based on real people that I was on a forum with, and Kerberfer was kind of just my Sona based on my screen name. So yeah, he was always basically my kind of proxy character for the Tome series for sure. Phoebe on TikTok asked, who's my favorite FNAF character? Yours is Mangle. You know what? I don't know if I have a favorite specifically because I haven't experienced enough FNAF stuff to have a favorite, but I do love Freddy because I love Kellen Goff. I've known Kellen since he was a kid. I've known Kellen, I think, since he was about 13 or 14 when he was first starting out doing voice acting on Newgrounds. And he has come such a long way, and now he's in the movie, and he's incredible. And such a talented, sweet, sweet guy, so... Nerdy Norwegian on YouTube, currently editing the final part of your Dragon Ball Z Kakarot DLC ranking with Saber Breaker. Nice. Nerdy, I actually haven't played the Kakarot games, or the game myself, but I actually had the honor of writing the English script for the Daima DLC pack for Kakarot, as a matter of fact, which was very honored because I love getting to write for the Dragon Ball Z video games. I love Reigen Arataka. What do I think? What kind of music would Reigen listen to? Do I think? That's a good question. Well, he's the same age as me. So I feel like he would probably like a lot of 80s and 90s, like classic kind of rock music and stuff like that, if I had to guess. So. Pinky on TikTok pointed out, yes, Reigen has Saitama on his lock screen for his phone. Suni, who's my favorite Sailor Moon character? Asking over on TikTok. I'm partial to Sailor Jupiter and Sailor Venus. Are both really fun. And I also just think Usagi herself, just Sailor Moon, is a great character. She's a great main character, absolutely. Pixel Donkey 9000 on TikTok. Yes, Yu Yu Hakusho is one of my favorite anime of all time. I'm currently rewatching the Dark Tournament arc at the moment, and that is the anime that got me interested in wanting to become a voice actor professionally. So, big shout out to the amazing Justin Cook, voice of Yusuke. Lol on TikTok. Yes, I am wearing Kris's shirt from Deltarune. Nerdy Norwegian on YouTube. Am I able to draw again? Yes, my hand has recovered quite a bit, and I've been able to get back to drawing and animating here and there. I'm taking it slow to not overexert myself, but you know, hopefully I'll be able to get back into storyboarding my my animated movie that I'm doing now as well. So. Oh my god, it's Kris Deltarune, says Meek over on TikTok. Peach, what did I go as for Halloween? I'm dressed as Kris from Deltarune today, as a matter of fact, so. Gallium on YouTube. VA work is not the easiest field to get into, or so I've heard. Respect the craft. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's very difficult to be able to make a living doing that, so. TM Hester on YouTube. Yu Yu Hakusho and the 90s Sailor Moon series, your favorite anime of all time? Two of my faves. Love those shows very, very much. Absolutely. Dark on TikTok. No, I'm not Frisk. I'm Kris from Deltarune over here. Shoutouts to all my Yu Yu Hakusho appreciators out there. Dallas on TikTok. Yes, I am working on balancing acts. I'm going to be getting back to storyboarding on that project very soon. And I actually just got to meet... Here's a little cool thing for y'all. Just recently, I got to meet Jake Neutron and Kitten Sneeze, who are both great folks. I got lunch with them last weekend while we were doing Lightbox Expo here in LA. And they were a lot of fun to hook up with as well. And we talked animation and all sorts of industry creative stuff and everything. They were great, so... Oh, Nerdy Norwegian. Oh, you're a professional like Nordic dub voice actor? That's really cool. I would love to see. You know what's funny? I have had some of my past animations that I've worked on be dubbed in other languages, like just for fun. Like actually that Birdly and Noel cartoon that I did a few months ago got dubbed in like so many different languages. A lot of Spanish dubs as well, but I've not seen any Norwegian dubs of any of my animations before. So absolutely, Nerdy, if you want to do that, go for it. Would love to see that. Mazapan here to ask if my refrigerator's running again. Dev Curb on TikTok. No, balancing out will not be ready tomorrow. I wish, though. Louise on TikTok asked, how long have I been animating for? I have been animating longer than I've been a voice actor, believe it or not. I've been animating since 2004, so a little over 20 years now, believe it or not. That's when I first picked up Flash and started making cartoons online. Alrighty, well, we're just about at the hour mark, so I'll probably start to power down and head off. But if you guys have any last more few questions, please. Pinky on TikTok. I have not played Detroit Become Human, but I have watched a playthrough of a decent amount of it, but I never finished it, so... Fyodor Rats on TikTok. Have I played or seen the new chapters of Deltarune? Yes, as a matter of fact, if you check out my YouTube channel, which if you're watching on YouTube, you're here already. There's a playlist you can watch. Or if you're watching on TikTok, my YouTube is linked up in my profile above. My friends and I did a full dub of all of Deltarune Chapter 1 through 4, doing voices for the entire thing for fun. And yeah, we love Deltarune. It's one of my favorite video games of all time, so... Pinky on TikTok, you're going to finish Mob Psycho tonight? Excellent. Enjoy Season 3. Absolutely. Tony Macaroni on YouTube. What's my favorite condiment? Probably got to go with ketchup. I'm a ketchup fiend, so... Ice Thunder, congrats on your shiny Magikarp in Pokemon Legends ZA. Excellent. Gallium on YouTube. Earlier Newgrounds days sound about right for Flash. Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh, and Ice Thunder bought yourself a copy of Mario RPG for the Switch. Love to hear it. Hope you enjoy the game. Mazapan on TikTok. Why the emo hair? Well, I'm just trying to replicate Chris's hair as much as I can while still being able to see the chat at the same time. Bradley W on TikTok. What's my favorite ability in Mob? Ooh. I mean, I love my Aroma Runaway Express in as far as Reigen special techniques, so... Destruct the Fire Dude on TikTok. No, I am not Kara. I am Kris from Deltarune, dressed up as for Halloween this year, so... Salt Pepper Nook on YouTube. Any advice for those trying to get into voice work professionally? Know the industry has changed plenty through your career. You should check out on my YouTube channel, again, linked up above for those on TikTok. I just recently did an hour-long in-depth video about how I got into doing voice acting, and my advice for people that want to get into it as well, so you should check that out. TM Hester on YouTube. If I had a chance to redub an anime, what would I do? Ooh, like, I would love for the Yu Yu Hakusho Poltergeist Report movie to get licensed so we could bring the whole original cast back to do it, because it's never been done by the Funimation cast, and then I would love to voice like one of the movie villains or something in that. That would be really cool. Pinky on TikTok. I've not seen Black Clover before, but I voiced Conrad Leto, the villain of the Black Clover movie, Sword of the Wizard King, which was a ton of fun to work on. Cameron, if I could voice any Death Note character, who would I voice? I would love to play the older version of Nier, that appears in that one-shot Death Note manga chapter that takes place long after Light has passed away. Reigen's official wife on TikTok. We all love Reigen and Arataka around here, so... Human Consumer. Oh god, that's a terrifying screen name. On TikTok asks, Kris, I have a question, like a real question. Do you remember all the characters that you voiced? You know what? I would say a good majority of them I remember down to the name, down to the everything. There's a couple that have definitely escaped my mind, like incidental little bit characters, but I remember like almost all of them. Because I love what we do. I love what we get to do as voiceover actors, so I always commit that stuff to memory. Absolutely. So... Noel on TikTok, you've been watching my Deltarune voiceovers on YouTube. How did it end up on your TikTok? Well, apparently you're just so into Deltarune that somehow I came across your For You page, so happy I did. Pinky on TikTok. Oh, thank you, Minto, for the little heart. Appreciate you. Who's my favorite voice actor I've worked with? You know what? One of my all-time favorites, and she's still a friend to this day, is Kira Buckland. I've known her for 20 years, and I love working with her, so... Cameron on TikTok. Yes, I do voice a character in Psyche K. I play Hiroshi Sato, who's the most normal character in the whole show. That was a lot of fun to do. That was a crazy show. Dev Curb on TikTok. I hope you know that I have a photo of Kerber for getting crucified taped to your wall. Oh dear God, that's terrifying. Leave him alone, man. Gallium on YouTube. Tenna definitely has some Reigen Arataka energy, and you brought it out in one of those vids that I was in. Thank you. Yeah, voicing Tenna in those little fan dub videos was a lot of fun. Looking forward to voicing some more Deltarune stuff when Chapter 5 comes out. Going to do plenty more fan content, so look forward to that. Well, I guess on that note, we could probably end for now. Oh, hi and goodbye, Zoe on YouTube. I'm just about to wrap up here. But, yeah, so happy Halloween to everybody. Happy 7-year anniversary to Deltarune. Shout outs to the amazingly talented Toby Fox and all of his crew for making one of my absolute favorite video games of all time. It's meant the world to me. I've got some fun Deltarune stuff that I'm going to do in the future, as well as some more fun Reigen stuff, and I'm working on my original animated movie as well. So, yeah, now that I'm back in the saddle a little bit and I'm able to draw again after my my hand surgery has recovered, I've got plenty to do. So look forward to lots of cool stuff for the rest of the year, everybody. And I will see you on the next one. Thanks for tuning in.